Alright, so let's begin. First things first, I do recommend doing this on a laptop or a MacBook. A tablet also works. However, Ant can tell you from experience, it's not quite as good. Um, so the first thing y'all are going to want to do, since I noticed the only one who's actually done this so far is Vexy here, um, you guys are going to want to go to roll20.net and you're going to want to create an account there. The accounts are free. The only thing they require is an email address.
True. What if I'm on the run and don't have the means to create an email address?
Well, it sucks to be you.
Damn.
Just learn to email, my bro.
Well, luckily for you, Ants, I know for a fact that you already have an account.
What? No.
Me, an account? Why, I'd never.
I would never leave a digital footprint.
That's good timing.
And once you guys have those accounts set up, let me know, and I will send an invite to you guys for the game.
I have created my accounts.
Okay.
Do I have to...
So what I've just posted in the chat, is an invite link to the game. So once you've created your account, just click on that, and it should
Launch game?
add you. Yes, you're going to click the nice pink launch game button. I'm going to share my screen so I can show you guys.
Yo.
So I can show you guys exactly what's going on.
What does YES spell?
Yes.
Ready.
What
And
does
Jojo, if you could assign people's character sheets to them as they create accounts.
All right.
Because I will be signing in as player. So
Owen gets to play with Owen's character. Vexy already has his character. Ant already has his character. Waiting patiently.
Waiting impatiently.
Waiting mildly patiently.
This could change.
Well, I have all night, so I'll be waiting patiently.
Imagine being patient.
Imagine having all night.
I mean, you have all night. It's just, do you want to use all nights?
I don't.
Oh, no.
Michi, is everything good?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Are you having trouble setting up an account?
No, I made an account.
Okay. So just click on the link here in the Lost Minds general chat, and it should invite you straight to the game.
But I'm not doing it on my phone.
So you can accept the invite on your phone, and then when you go to Roll20 on your computer, so long as you sign in and such, it should link the accounts, and I can show you how to find the game on the computer if you need to.
Okay.
Oh, this is dumb.
No, there we go.
Okay.
So on your computer, just on the Roll20 site, just go to Games,
Yeah,
My
I got
Games,
you.
And you're in?
He's a smart cooker.
Coolio. So, you all should be looking at a screen that looks something similar to this. Ooh, that's not what I'm looking for. Let me just clear that.
That sounded like you opened something you did not mean to open, and it is very embarrassing to have out on the web, sir.
Okay, but you guys should be looking at a screen that looks something similar to what I've got streaming here. Correct?
Indeed.
Okay.
No, wait, can I change my answer?
I swear.
No.
It is too late.
Okay, so the first thing I do recommend doing is coming over here, clicking the cog, and down here under audio and video, setting both of these to none, so that
Oh God.
you don't have
What the fuck?
multiple things trying to input, because it can overrun your computer fairly quickly. So I recommend setting audio and video to none.
All right.
All right.
That's why we're
Okay.
done.
Is everyone caught up with where I'm at so far?
Indeed.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what? Were you waiting for my input?
I'm just trying to make sure that everyone's caught up.
Okay.
So the thing you guys are gonna want to do is up here on the top bar. You're gonna want to click the second icon, and in here you should have a player, a thing under player character should be labeled as your character, or under the pre-generated characters, you can select one of these characters, and we won't build you a character. You can just play whichever one of these. I do recommend building your own character simply for the customization. So to open it, you're just gonna click the name, and it opens you up to a blank character sheet.
Ooh, stuff.
Right? And we're gonna up on the top here. We're gonna click on the words character sheet. And when it says, how do you want to create this character? We're going to click use the character mancer.
Oh boy.
All right, everyone with me so far?
Indeed.
Okay.
Maybe.
Vexy, are you keeping up all right? I
Yeah.
assume you are. Okay. So we'll be on this first page here. All we're going to do is we're going to click next, and this first page it's going to take us to is choosing our race. Now you should have access to every book that I have access to. So you're going to see a very large list of races. Try not to feel too overwhelmed. Most of them are duplicates from other books.
I do not have
I
that.
don't have all of them.
And
Did you remember to update your compendium?
I thought I did. Hang on, give me just a second. Nope, back it up. There we go.
I only have 9.
You only have 9? Let's see. Compendium settings. Ah, there it is. It's off for whatever reason. There we go. And save compendium settings. Alrighty. Now, if you refresh the page... Whoop, forgot to hit save.
Oh.
Alright, now if you refresh the page and do that again, you should have all the races there. Should pop you right back to the same spot.
I'm gonna be Jamaican.
You're gonna be Jamaican.
Yeah, man.
So you can choose any race that you want. If you see one that's duplicate, I do recommend choosing. Brain just disappeared. If there is one that's duplicate, most of them are the same. You won't find very many differences in the duplicates, like with Azamar here.
Awesome.
So
Okay, with ASMR, there are differences between the duplicates.
What the
There's
fuck
three
is
of them.
The DMG ASMR is different from the other two.
Okay. For the purposes of my demonstration, I'm going to be picking human from the PHB.
Which is the player's handbook.
Just going to stretch this out a little bit. So whenever you select a race, over here on the side, mouse lagged out for a second. Over here on the side, it'll give you a brief summary of the race. And if you scroll down a little bit, a little further, it'll give you examples of names. For the ones from the player's handbook, it'll also give you their likely relationships with other races. And on the left, you get to see all of their fancy schmancy abilities. So feel free to dig through these and pick whichever race you feel that would be fun to play. You can choose any alignment. I recommend one of the good ones, simply because this is a good running module.
Okay. Well, that was moderately terrifying.
And most races also come with a sub-race option. So I will be choosing variant human for my sub-race. And feel free to pick anything that says choose. Just feel free to choose anything. And let me know once you guys have completed this page, and we will all move on to the next one together.
There we go. Let's not get ahead. Okay.
I wish there was some way I could have you guys mark when you're ready. That way I don't lose track of who's ready and who's not.
I may be a little bit ahead, so
Ahead?
I'll
You
be
jumping
ready for a
ahead?
while.
Wow.
You know, guys, I don't mean to be that guy, but like I might also be a little bit ahead.
You're the veteran. I expect you to be ahead.
Like, yeah, well, it makes sense for you. I'm just kind of ripping through this thing.
I'm the 12-year-old that got held back and is still in first grade.
Fair enough.
Come on, we're learning the alphabet.
What comes after D? E. Good job. Good job, Ant. You're the smartest kid in our class. That's not fair. Ant is 36. Shut the fuck up, baby tickets.
I will say, though, I have one question. What should I do for the ability score method?
We will get to that.
I wish it was wrong.
Okay.
Okay. So Owen, Michi, you guys are both set up with your race?
Yeah.
Owen, you're good as well? Owen?
Yes.
Owen?
Okay, so now we're just going to click the little next button at the bottom, down here, and we move on to class. So there are 13 classes in Dungeons & Dragons. I don't know why Artificer is written on here. Oh, right. There's different versions of Artificer for Tasha's. And okay. So if you're going to choose Artificer, I recommend picking the one that says TCE next to it.
Yeah.
But other than that, you can pick any of them. For the purposes of this demonstration, I will be picking Paladin. And you can see the basic gist of Paladin if you of your class, and you can even see what they get as they level up. So this module, you guys will probably only be making it to level 5.
Alrighty.
So when you select your class, go ahead and choose any skill proficiencies that they might give you, they might ask you for. And once you've done that, let me know, and we will move on to the ability scores.
Do you still have Gareth's token?
I'm sure I've got it laying around somewhere.
You got it in your head, so.
I can't find the image on the internet anymore. Lord knows how I found that image in the first place.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Have any of you guys ever eaten cereal out of a cup?
I can't say I have.
Missing out, man. You're missing out.
I did, however, when I was really young, I didn't understand that some kids went and had breakfast because they like couldn't get it elsewhere or something like that.
Yeah.
So I always went to breakfast like every day, and they started billing my parents and like, you can't go to breakfast. I'm like, oh, because I'd eat 2 breakfasts, and it was nice. I liked food. I still do.
I cannot seem to find his picture in my pictures folder, so I will dig for it in another folder at a later time.
Yeah.
Just import the old sheet to the game. And then
Would, but no.
I
So
tried
you
to
got
help.
DM privileges on this. You do it.
I don't have a game where I have DM privileges and his sheet.
You can import. You can
You have
export
the
and
sandbox.
import. You can import and export his sheet from any game that he's in. I think including the Serdian War.
I will attempt.
Did the thing.
Okay. So, Owen, Michi, have you guys chosen your classes?
Yeah, I did the thing.
I did class, yep. I'm on the
Okay.
abilities.
I'm going to click next. Next, we're going to be on ability scores. Now, there are several methods for doing ability scores. Some of them a bit more confusing, so we'll be using standard array.
I wanted to click choose. Can I just choose them?
No. Choose is telling you to choose a method.
It sounds like a method to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So if you look towards the top of your screen, given your class, they will give you suggested ability scores to give higher numbers to. And if your class has a spellcasting ability, we'll tell you what the spellcasting ability of that class is.
Righty?
So I am going to put my points like so. Now we'll give Dex a 10. Oh, that's supposed to be.
I didn't mean click.
No,
What are you doing?
You can only import characters that you have edit access to.
Ah. Well, you should still have them in the
Oh, wait.
sandbox.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I realized that.
Yeah, that's what I said originally.
So once you've distributed your stats, you should see up at the top of your screen your stats for your character do update in real time as you do that. And once you're done with that, just go ahead and click next.
All right.
And then for background, there are a great many backgrounds.
I
Oh,
don't understand.
You don't understand what?
I don't understand what I'm doing.
You don't for the ability scores or for the backgrounds?
Yeah. For the
So-
abilities.
So for your ability scores, up here where it says ability score method, we're just gonna do the drop down, do standard array.
Yeah, I click that.
Okay, and it should pop up with this down here, this nice big blocks full of numbers. So, like here, for strength, it's asking you which of these 6 numbers you want to put into strength. So you just click one, it'll light up red, and then up at the top, your strength gets updated. Next one, of course,
How many-
dexterity. How many what?
How many points? Like, how many do you have to distribute? Like, what's?
So these aren't points. This is your get.
It's just the word that came to mind.
So you're given a certain set of numbers, and you just pick which number goes into which stat. So for strength, I chose to put the number 15 in it, and since I chose to get a +1 bonus to my strength is at 16.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and just let me know once you're done with that, and we'll properly move on to backgrounds. Owen, Vexy, have you guys already filled out your stats?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And Michi, just let me know when you're done.
I'm good.
Okay. We're going to click next, and we're moving on to backgrounds. So there are a good number of backgrounds. Each background will grant you certain proficiencies with either tools or other skills that you may or may not already have. And it also determines how much gold you get, and another special ability specific to that background. So, like, for example, being a paladin, I'd probably want to choose the acolyte background, as it gives me proficiencies in insight and religion, along with 2 extra languages and 15 gold.
1, 2, 3,
So,
4.
It's the stepfather.
You're barely 18 years old. Gee, you had a count of 5 to let me know what's going on. You're getting out of my house.
urchin. Yes.
2, 3.
Aunt, what are you watching?
It's
Don't
a
worry about
video.
it.
I am going to
Yeah.
worry about it because I can hear it.
Worry about it.
Second someone tells me not to worry about it is when I begin worrying about
Who told you to hear things?
And if we
God
scroll
damn it.
Woman
down,
yelling at her pregnant teenager.
so if we scroll down to the bottom of the backgrounds portion, you'll notice this area down here for personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. You do not have to fill these out.
it. Too
However,
bad I did it anyway.
each section will come up with a group of recommended fill outs for that background. So if you choose not to fill it out, that's perfectly fine. Or you can choose to fill it out personally with custom versions of these once we actually finish the character sheet.
I see.
Yeah, they're basically just notes on how you intend on playing your character.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Everyone caught up to this point?
Nope.
No? Okay. Let me know when you are.
I forgot we were doing this and I got like super stoned.
You're good.
Honestly, that's the best way to play this, though. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, the only person that needs to have their full wits about them is the DM.
I don't ever have my full wits about me. It's
Yeah, it's perfect. Hey, none of us should. Ah, shit. I just realized I'm gonna have to have my full wits about me in my campaign. God damn it.
Yeah, especially since I'm one of the players in said campaign.
Yeah.
Shit. This is gonna be revenge for every time I made you name a character randomly.
Yeah, except instead of making you name characters, I'll be naming your characters.
Like much like how I do to your campaign.
Oh boy, I wonder what this character's name is. My name
Toby.
is... Nope, your name is Bucket now. The fuck?
This is a bucket.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
I love my friends. Vexy, Owen, are you guys done with the background portion?
Yeah.
Okay, Michi, how you looking?
Almost done.
Almost done? Alright.
Almost done.
Alright, let me know.
She must be off that good shit right now, bro.
I wish I
Yeah.
was right there with you. Like, I'm kind of jealous, not gonna lie.
If I had remembered, I would have smoked you out before and then came home. But unfortunately, I forgot.
It's all good. Oh, Skylar just woke up.
Honestly, I just want to get drunk now. That's all it is. I just want to get drunk.
Nah, I just gotta make it till 9 o'clock. Then once I'm a Jack in the Box, problems get solved.
Orange.
I'm just not ready to do Friday night.
I have work tomorrow.
I mean,
I did the
You could-
thing.
You did the thing? Alright, so we're going to click the
Oh
fancy
yeah,
little...
Andrew, I got a second job.
Oh, nice. So we're going to click the little red next button.
Yeah.
Next is our equipment. So where it asked, how would you like to choose your equipment? We're going to do class equipment. And you can just choose any of these that you see fit. What is going on my Discord?
I was just about to
swear to
say, I'm
God.
getting like
Rosa.
20 pings right now.
Fucking Rosa. Alright, fucking mute the server for 3 hours. Alright, shut up. Goddamn.
just block Rosa.
No, it's like she always types in like one word sent like things, so it's like 30 messages just to get one message across.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's something
only
there's something you should yell at her in real life about. Like, why are you sending one-word messages?
I love JoJo specifically because he is an instigator.
So yeah, so
Yes.
for your guys' equipment, yeah, just do class equipment where it's and for each slot that says choose, do the drop down and just pick one.
My man's really sees people not liking something and goes like, you should just absolutely demolish that thing. What the fuck? Any standing in relationship you had with that? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the part I like
I
the
am
most.
I am a bridge arsonist.
This is the part I like the most.
I burn bridges specifically.
If somebody tries to build a bridge with me, I look at it and it melts into ash.
Diplomats pack or
I'm
entertainers
like
pack?
only
Yeah.
What?
That's why I built a hot air balloon.
Does diplomats pack or entertainers pack matter that much?
Not particularly. You probably won't be using
for
them a
this.
whole lot.
Okay.
What's a component pouch?
So the difference between a spell focus and a component pouch is spell focus is something like a crystal ball that you can use for spell casting, and it doesn't require that you have components for your materials, unless of course they have a spell cost. A monetary cost. And a components pouch assumes you constantly have the components on you to cast your spells.
You had the components, right?
So
Yes. If you have a
Right.
component pouch, you have components.
if you have the components pouch, you likely have the components, unless of course it requires a monetary cost. So essentially, there is no difference between the two, unless you've got a super hardcore DM that says I need you to make sure you have your components for your spells.
Check your inventory.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the. And that,
So the
I have a
the
question.
question
an
is,
asshole DM because the component pouch says this has all the components for your spells unless there's a GP cost.
Boy, I sure love when
mechanically, there is no
brother-
difference between that and the spell focus.
Yeah.
You can always flavor though. Flavor is the bread and butter of D&D.
Make your character feel like you, yeah.
Right? And once you're done with that, just go ahead and hit the next button.
Like say, if you have a spell casting focus, and you're
So
like, oh shit.
for
my
this,
bad.
so I assume everyone's on the spells tab now, or has been
Yeah.
cast it. Okay, so those of you with spell casting on this area, you will see a list of spells that you can learn. It will tell you how many spells you can learn, and it will give you a nice little checkbox list of all the spells you can learn, and it will tell you how many you can learn. Just click the little checkbox next to which spells you want, and once you've got enough, they'll all be grayed out, and you can just click next. If you want to know what a spell does, just click on the name of the spell, and it will pop up here on the right side of your screen, and it will give you the spell's description.
Yes, my non-existent spells. How I love.
Yes, I'm assuming Michi here has spells, though. Correct?
Yeah.
How did
It
I?
doesn't take me long though, because we went over the spells when we were at the Ghost.
Oh, that rate surprisingly easily.
Alrighty, Michi, let me know when you're ready to move on, alright?
I'm on my last one.
Okay.
I'm about to get racist.
Oh god.
Now I'm racist. It's okay, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm even more racist now.
Ant,
Yes.
I love you. Kindly calm down.
I'm ready.
Okay. So we're going to click on the next button. Now, this is the feats tab. Typically, at level 1, unless you've chosen variant human, you're not going to need a feat. It won't even ask you. But At level,
How
typically
many
every
co-op?
fourth level, at every fourth level, it'll ask you for your ability score increase, at which point we will go over that at that time. So I'm just going to choose one at random. We'll go with that one. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so let's just move on to bio. So this is where you describe your character in full. Well, mostly full. Give your character a name, how old they are, height, weight, eyes, hair color, skin color, whatever you want to do.
Hmm.
So, if you want to keep your character at least semi-canon, over here on your races thing that is pulled up next to you, it should give you a brief description as to how old they live to be. Let's see. Of course, not on humans. That's weird. It gives you an average of how old they live to be, their maturity rate, and if you want, it should also give you a randomizer for height and weight. It'll tell you which. The game assumes everyone walks on their toes.
Because you only get feet at level 1 if you're very human.
And once you're done with that, I'm assuming that won't take you guys very long. You enter the review tab. So once you enter the review tab, it'll tell you everything that you've done so far. And if it detects an error, it'll write it in red writing like I've got right here. Please note this was done intentionally to show off this feature. So it says here that I chose insight and religion for my skills, but I got those skills from my background, so it's going to ask me to go change them. And it tells me which tab it's under, and I can go change them real quick. So I'm going to go do that. And come back to the review tab. And it's all fixed. Alright. And is everyone caught up to where I'm at?
Yep.
Alright. So next we're just going to click Apply Changes. And it is going to build our characters before our very eyes. And boom.
Nice.
This is now our character. However, we are missing one vital aspect. Jojo, if you would kindly move the map to the last map on the list. One that's labeled Untitled.
Give me a moment. I have to reload my page. It's being a pain.
Being a bitch.
Being me.
And I only moved myself. I'm a fool. There.
Alright.
Now we have...
So on this page, you'll notice 6 identical features. Thing is these are all of our characters. We each need our own tokens to identify our characters with. I recommend going on Google, finding an image that you like for your character, and there is a specific website that I like to use. Now let's see. Copy.
All advantage.
You just need a PNG file.
any image. JPEG. PNG.
And I recommend using this website right here that I've just posted in the chat to let's see. To create your token. I'm just going to go with this image because, no, why not? Save image. Ah, I broke it again.
What did you break?
Arts.
Drag
broke
your art
heart.
on there. Adjust it however you like.
Countdown bot is
An hour behind for whatever reason.
yeah.
I don't like it either.
On daylight savings.
Oh, did you tell it PST and we're on PDT?
We're on PDT?
believe
I thought we
so.
were on PST. Pacific Standard Time.
Raw.
Time
Wait.
zone is
Good.
California.
Poison dressed
Yeah,
as
we're on PDT.
Can you not call my state a communist society? It's far too expensive to be communist.
So on this page right here, once you've created your token, just click upload. It'll take you to this. It'll take you to this page, and we're gonna right click, save image. Doesn't particularly matter. We'll just call it, and come back here. And let me know once you guys have tokens. I know it might take a while.
I have a token.
I'm not asking you.
You said you guys.
It's loading.
I'm part of the players too.
Yeah, but you're the veteran who's supposed to know this shit already.
He has the point.
See, that requires an assumption.
I'll make assumptions all damn long day.
That's not very nice of you.
It's
Bully
not
me,
supposed to be.
guys. They're gonna bully me. It's gonna be sad.
Hey, if anyone wants to be
Okay.
Joe Biden, I have tokens for Biden and Obama.
Oh my god.
Hey, I have
You
a
could also be Homer Simpson if you want.
Homer.
Elmer.
I'm sorry, Michi, were you saying something?
I don't understand what we're doing. People keep changing the subject and talking over each other, and I have no idea how to do the thing you want me to do.
Okay, so did you go to Google and select an image that you wanted for your token?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so once you're done with that, I sent a link for a.
Yeah, I went to that website.
So you've got your. So the preview for the token will be right up here. Once you've done that, you're going to click upload, and it will show up on this web page right here.
Okay.
And then just right click and save image. And then just come back to here and I'll explain further.
What button is my pressing?
This takes an actual eternity.
Yeah, character creation is probably one of the longer steps, especially if you're new to it. I remember
Oh,
my first...
Image loading page.
Oh, the image loading page. I was going to say, I remember my first D&D campaign, we spent 2.5 hours building our characters.
Good lord.
Granted, we weren't doing it online, we were writing all the skills and such out of the book.
Oh,
Ew.
that'll take it.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
take a minute.
Okay, so once I hit upload, what do I do after that? I'm sorry.
So it should take you to imgur.com with your image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So just right-click on the image and hit
Mhm.
Save Image As, and save the image onto your computer.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Everyone there?
Yeah.
Okay. So next we're gonna reopen your character sheet. And up here on the top of your sheet, up here on the top of your sheet, there's an edit button. We're gonna click that. And right here in the avatar box, it says drop a file from your art library or computer or click to upload. You can either click to upload your file. Me, I'm just gonna drag and drop my file right on there. And it uploads it to Roll20, and boom, there's my new character.
Wait. What did I? Hey.
Do I need to demonstrate again?
No, I am just trying to. There it is.
Right. And once you're
You can
done with
tell
that,
the image isn't gonna work.
once you're done with that, go ahead and click Save Changes. And Jojo, if you could update my token on the field.
Okay, what? Why is it being such a pain today?
Like,
Whoosh.
So I intentionally didn't have ACs written in there. The heck? Oh,
I just did that by default because that's what I set up.
I know. I'm gonna close this.
I did the thing.
You did the thing. Jojo, if you could go around updating character tokens, I should say.
Yep.
Oh, don't tell me that it was an ad block that was causing this problem the whole time. No, I just realized it said pop-up blocked, and I'm like, oh, I have my ad blocker on. It probably is blocking the Ember thing. I'm gonna be so pissed if that was it.
Okay, so something Drew didn't mention is on the Roll Advantage website. You can download it straight from the Roll Advantage website. So below upload is download, downloads it directly.
Oh,
It
see, I
was
didn't.
the ad blocker.
I actually did not know that because when I was being introduced to Roll Advantage, I was told I had to upload it first. Otherwise, you got the background image, the fucking the part that's supposed to be transparent too.
That is wrong.
I didn't think that an ad blocker would be an issue with Imgur, but okay.
Imgur.
I'm Gur.
Imgur.
Okay. I should have uploaded the photo now.
Hey, could you change the color of the light bulbs? Like, I like it red, but I can't see.
Can't see the red?
I can't. I was trying to read my book last night, and it was making my head hurt.
Regular white light.
Regular white light. We're doing D&D now.
What you doing there, Minecraft villagers?
I'm saying,
I don't know how to work that, man.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. So,
Good enough.
Who am I missing?
Owen, did you not change your character's name?
I took them out to go potty when I got back, but we were only out there for like 15 minutes because then I remembered that we were doing stuff.
I didn't.
Hour ago. Yeah. We were out there maybe like 10, 15 minutes.
Into it. Is that
Smoking.
Yeah, for sure.
why does it look familiar? Oh, it's not.
I know you've played the game. There's no way you haven't, or at least seen it.
Is it Destiny?
Yeah, it's
I
Destiny.
haven't actually. I had to reverse image search. I actually have not played Destiny.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it.
Need
My
somebody
first
to
thought is
play
that it was a
Destiny
constructor
with.
from Borderlands.
That's a good guess, though.
So Owen, did you not change your character's name?
I'm thinking of names.
Okay.
Didn't get this far.
Honestly,
I'm so panicked.
naming the character is the hardest part for me.
Yes.
So there's no worries, as we won't actually be getting into the full campaign tonight. Instead, I'm going to be more teaching you how to navigate your character sheet.
All right.
So you'll have a week to figure it out. So I can see Gareth's health bar, but nobody else's. I don't think I'm
Same
supposed to
Melee
see
as
anyone's.
well.
Mine has numbers on it.
Yes,
See my health bar.
your health bar is supposed to have numbers in it. Everyone else's is not. Actually, I don't think anyone else is supposed to be visible. I will alter it later.
Oh, are they not supposed to be visible? I literally just went and set them all to visible.
No, it's fine. Honestly, you can only see them if you hover over everyone's character token anyway.
Oh, really?
Well, 20 decided to update that.
No, I can
see
still
them
see
all.
everybody's health bar.
At the same time,
Why is that the
Yeah.
number?
then your roll 20 did not update.
Let's go!
Woohoo!
Anyway,
Oh, software!
so the first thing I'm going to demonstrate to you guys is rolling for initiative. So Jojo, if you could open, thank you. So when you guys see the turn order pop up here on the side of the screen, typically what this means is we're going to roll for initiative. So when it comes time to roll for initiative, make sure you have your character token selected, and then on your character sheet, right here where it says initiative, we're just going to click on the word initiative, and it will automatically roll it and add you to the initiative counter.
And for the uninitiated, initiative is turn order, which it says right up there. Because I didn't realize that because I can't read apparently.
And Andrew just said it
Yo, I
twice.
just totally spaced. What do I do?
So make sure you have your character token selected,
Okay.
and then on your character sheet, right here, right under. Wow, I don't know why my thing's not working properly. Just click the word initiative.
Okay.
Said the blind man pissing into the wind.
And it looks like you did not have your character token selected.
I didn't? How dare I?
Dare
Make sure
you.
every time you roll for initiative, you got to make sure you have your token selected. So go ahead and select your token and try again.
I am clicking all over this.
You don't
Oh,
have-
you've got the drawing
You
tool
have-
on. You have to make sure you have the pointer
That
tool
would
on.
explain a lot. Okay, there we go.
I've run into the same problem so many times.
I was like, what is going on?
So once we've entered initiative, the DM will sort it so that it's highest to lowest. And then the turn order, whoever is lit up green, is whoever's turn it is.
Of course
On
it's
your turn, you have a variety of things you can do on your character sheet.
Ooh. And I also have a graphic for if I can find it. Oh no, where'd it go?
So in combat, there are several actions you can take, but you only get one action per turn. So you can take the attack action, the dodge action, the sprint action. No, dash. Sorry, it's called dash action. You can cast a spell, use an item, or disengage. So whenever you try to take the attack action with, say, a melee weapon, you would typically have to be within 5 feet or 1 square of your target. And then you just up here on your attacks and spellcasting. So it's this block right here, smack dab in the middle. You're going to find which weapon you want to attack with, and you're just going to click on the name of the weapon that you want to attack with, and it will automatically roll to hit. At which point, I, the DM, will tell you if the attack hits or misses. If the attack hits, you come into the chat and you click on the name of your weapon again, and it will roll for damage. So go ahead and roll some attack rolls for me. See if we can get this. See if you guys have got it. Poor Vexy rolled a crit fail on his second roll.
I know.
Do a 22 hit.
Sir,
That's better.
sir.
But do it?
Oh no.
What does it though?
But do a hit though.
But do it?
I love you all. I hope you know that, but fuck you. Alrighty, so yeah, once you've rolled a couple of attack rolls, go ahead and try rolling some damage rolls as well.
Ooh, that's crunchy. I want to put this down before I hurt this.
What is happening?
We're making attacks.
Okay,
We are
let's do this one at a
My
let's do this
mouse
one at a
keeps
time.
getting stuck. No, my mouse keeps getting stuck. Like I'll click on something and then it'll drag it when I don't want it to drag.
Okay, let's do this one at a time through the initiative order. Okay,
All right.
that way everyone's rolls don't get mixed up with each other.
But it's so
Okay.
fun to do it randomly.
Okay, this is the important one. This better not crit fail.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So there's an attack roll, and let's say that hits. Go ahead and roll damage for it.
I just clicked the damage portion, right?
No. So over here in the chat box where it rolled your attack roll,
Yeah.
you're gonna click the name of your weapon again in the
Gotcha.
chat. There you go, and it rolled damage. Alrighty, Maylene. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Go ahead and pick an attack and roll it. Okay. And go ahead and roll for damage. Awesome. Just making sure everyone's got it.
All right.
Jaren, go ahead.
We're skipping Vamoosh. Vamoosh doesn't get a turn. Sorry.
Woosh doesn't get a turn. Alrighty. And go ahead and roll for damage with that. Awesome sauce. You guys have got it. Now, Michi, you've got a bunch of spells in your arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of which probably won't require attack rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So, could you just list off what spells you have for me real quick?
Eldritch Blast, Hex, Booming Blade.
Right. So on your character sheet, right here, next to core bio, there should be a spot for spells. It should have all your spells listed for you.
I had it like smaller because there's other stuff on the screen. Eldritch Blast, Booming Blade, Hex, and Charm Person.
Okay. Brain stopped for a second. Go ahead and roll me a charm person. Just click on the name. So it should ask you what level you want to cast a spell at.
That's not the case with. So it'll only ask you about upcasting if the upcast.
Well, it asked me what. He was right. It says cast at what level.
So
Oh, it did. Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
yeah, charm person can be upcast.
Yes.
So When that happens, you get to choose which spell level you want to spend. Being level 1, you only have first level spell slots. But as you get stronger, you can choose to expend a stronger spell slot for a better effect.
Ooh. They're a warlock.
Yes, I am aware.
Well, a warlock's spell slots will only ever be the level of their highest slot.
Correct. Thank you for correcting me.
Those were a lot of words, and I didn't understand.
We'll get to it when it actually starts applying.
Okay,
Yes,
solid.
Slots are ammo for your spells.
Okay.
So, as you can see, Charm Person is not an attacking spell.
Right.
So, whenever you go to use it, you would just link the spell like you've just did. And this requires a saving throw from whatever it is you're targeting. So, let's say you were targeting me. I would have to see here at the bottom where it says spell save DC.
Yeah.
So I have to roll and try to
I know
beat
what
that number.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what it is.
I'm explaining for others just in case they don't know.
Oh, okay.
So I would have to roll to try to beat that number in order to resist the effects of the spell. This spell specifically says I have to make a wisdom saving throw. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I rolled a 17. So that means I beat the spell save DC, and thus I suffer whatever it says a successful save does. So it says here, if you succeed, then nothing happens. So nothing would have happened. Jojo, kindly remove the cowboy's hat.
Oh.
Don't think I didn't notice it as you were drawing it either.
I knew you noticed it as I was drawing it.
Anyway, so for you guys to make a saving throw, because there will be times where I ask you guys to make a saving throw. Your saving throws are up here in the top left corner of your character sheets. So when I ask you to make a saving throw, you're going to click on the word associated with the saving throw I want you to make. So the two most common saving throws I'll have you make are dexterity and wisdom. So everyone just pick a random saving throw and throw it for me, so that I can make sure everyone's got where it's all at.
Do I still count as everyone, Drew? Or do I only
Yes.
count as...
It counts as everyone
Back 20.
because I'm indecisive.
22 hit though.
Do a 22 save?
No, it don't. You died.
Damn, guys. I gotta make a new character. God damn.
Anyway,
Well, Bob was trying to make his appearance.
Vex, are you still with us?
Yes, sorry, I got slightly sidetracked by something unimportant.
No worries.
How dare you?
What do I click?
Amazing.
So up here in the top left corner of your character sheet where it says saving throws,
Gotcha.
just pick one and make sure you click on the word with the associated saving throw that you want to save.
I'm gonna
Okay.
make a different kind of saving throw.
Oh,
Boom. All right.
dang it! You took away my turd. How could you?
He didn't take away your turn. It's just he
I said
cycled.
turd.
Oh, turd.
My turd. My giant turd.
How do we make a death save?
Okay. So now,
I made a different type of saving throw.
You hit that 22.
so now we're going to talk about advantage and disadvantage. So if you have advantage on an attack roll or a saving throw or an ability check, I will let you know when you have that. Up here at the top of your screen, you should see advantage, normal, disadvantage. So what this means is instead of rolling one d20 like it's been doing, it's going to roll 2 of them. If you're rolling with advantage, it's going to take the higher number. And if you roll with disadvantage, it will take the lower number. So for example, if I'm rolling with advantage with my scimitar, you'll see it rolls 2 numbers and it bolds up the higher number.
Interesting. So if I roll,
Hi, pretty kitty.
You rolled out with
Oh.
disadvantage and you critically failed.
yeah. Now
Don't
I'll
worry.
do this
Oh.
one. See, that was better.
There you go. But most of the time, you guys are going to be rolling normally.
So what? A critical fail on a crossbow. What do I do? Do I just flip it around and shoot myself with it, or like? Does
Yeah.
it work?
No,
That's effectively what
critical-
happened.
it's up to your DM what happens on a critical failure.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
Don't
Yeah,
worry, because you guys are new. I will be sure to go easy on you. I'm not going to be like, oh, the string on your crossbow snapped and now you can't use it.
Yeah,
Oh, that would
Drew
suck.
critically failed whilst aiming a ranged weapon at one of my characters once. He shot my character dead.
I did.
Um,
It was sad.
Oh,
I was on 2 failed death saves already. I was like, cool, just don't hit me. Rolled a critical fail. He shot me.
yep.
It wasn't in the dice. It wasn't in the dice.
The dice wanted that character to die.
We brought him back anyway. Anyway, where are we at? We're just at advantage and disadvantage.
Yep.
So now these numbers that you're rolling, are going up against what's called the enemy's armor class. You guys also have an armor class, which is right up here on your character sheet. So this number up here determines what number has to be rolled in order to actually hit you.
Oh no.
So, and please note, that is on a 20-sided dice. So this number never actually gets posted in the chat. I will occasionally ask you for your armor class if I don't know if an attack would hit. But yeah, so this is the number you're trying to beat. If you land exactly on the number, I like to rule it as a glancing blow, and instead the weapon does half damage instead of its full damage. So that's how that would work. So really quick, in turn order, what are your guys' ACs?
13.
11.
Vamoosh.
I am Vamoosh.
I know. So now we're on to
Oh, 18.
Yeah, mine's at 18. You guys can see my screen.
That's good.
I'm gonna punch him.
13.
13. And Gareth?
13.
13. You guys have such low ACs. This is gonna.
Mine is the weakest.
Shut up, man.
I didn't need this harassment from you.
See, if I take away 5 and make it 8 and I turn it over to the side, it's higher than yours.
Kind of forgot that. No, I didn't. Dexterity is like my 3rd highest stat. Never mind.
So yeah, so your armor class is also going to be directly affected by your dexterity score, unless you're wearing heavy armor. Considering how low your guys' ACs are, I'm assuming you're not wearing heavy armor, because heavy armor has like a minimum AC of 15.
Nope.
So yeah, so your dexterity will play a good part in your armor class. So keep that in mind whenever we reach the ability score increases. So as next on the list are your skills, which is this area right below your saving throws. So you'll notice there are some check marks next to them. do not mess with these unless I specifically tell you to. Do not mess with the check marks, because
I'm
those
going
show
to
your proficiencies. And I swear to God. So so I might ask you to roll one of these. Like, say, for example, you want to eat an apple that's been sitting in a dungeon for 3 weeks, and you... No, wait. Oh, yeah. And you want to check and make sure if it's good or not. I might ask you to roll an investigation check, or perhaps even insight or survival. In order to do these, of course, just click on the name of the associated roll, and it will roll for you. And of course, these two can also be done with advantage or disadvantage.
What, 20?
Alright. There's only a couple more things I want to go over.
Ouch.
So, first is any abilities that you might have as a character. So, for example, for me as a paladin, I have the ability Lay on Hands, which allows me to heal a number of hit points equal to 5 times my paladin level. If I want to use it, if I ask to use it, I would ask you to click this little speech bubble next to it. That way it links the ability in the chat, and that way we can all read it and make sure we all understand what it does. And like it says here, it says as an action. So if you want to use this in combat, this would take your action.
Actually, I want to know what this one does.
So if you want to read what they all do, you can just click on their names in your character sheet, and it will expand them so that you can read them without cluttering the chat.
Heaven forbid the chat be cluttered.
Alright. And just above that are your resources. So if you do use an ability that has a resource, just make sure you adjust them as properly needed. And 2 things are left on my checklist, alright? So first thing is passive perception, which is this fancy little area down here. So passive perception is something I might ask you for. Basically what it is it's just your ability to see things without actually looking for them. So your passive perception could be like you walk down a hallway and you manage to see a trap just before you step on it via your passive perception. So, your passive perception is a good thing to keep up if you can. Not every character can. Try not to worry too much about it. Though I do recommend whoever has the highest passive perception, whenever you guys are marching, I would have the person with the highest passive perception in front so that they can, see things before you guys run into them. And of course, last but not least, we will be talking about death saves. Death saves are extremely important. If your current hit points ever hit 0, on the start of each of your turns, if your hit points are at 0, I will ask you to whisper me a death saving throw. So up here where it says public and 2GM, you're going to click on 2GM, and then you're going to click the word death saves. Now, if it is below 10, that is a failure. So you would mark it on a failure. If it is 10 or above, you mark it as a success. A natural 1 is 2 failures, and a natural 20 is 3 successes, and you automatically get back up. You automatically get back up at 1 hit point. If you get 3 failed death saves, your character is dead. And nothing short of a revival spell will be able to get them up.
Who can use revival spells?
Revival spells are typically used by clerics, and some of the more powerful ones can be used by wizards. Druids also can get revival spells, but typically they're not available until at the very lowest level 5.
Level 5, third level spells.
So don't die.
I promise nothing.
Okay. So if you are still at 0 hit points, but you managed to get 3 successes, but none of them were natural 20s, you stay at 0 hit points, but you don't need to roll death saving throws anymore. You are considered stabilized and no longer in life-threatening danger.
Okay.
If an enemy is within 5 feet of you and attacks you with a melee weapon while you are at 0 hit points, that is also considered 2 failures.
Auto crit.
So just try to be careful. And of course, every time you get up from a death save, like you have any hit points at all of your successes and failures get reset down to 0.
Oh, that's nice at least.
Yes.
It's hard.
However, thanks to my previous campaign, I have decided to implement a fun little rule.
Okay.
If you go down to 0 hit points and then get back up, you will take a point of exhaustion.
No.
This is to prevent people from running in foolishly, saying, "Oh yeah, don't worry, the healer will get me." Ant.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
The only reason I didn't have that mindset is because I was the healer.
So, yeah, no. So, so each point of exhaustion comes with its own penalties. And at 6 points of exhaustion, your character dies. So try to be careful when you're in combat. Okay? So are there any questions?
I can't shake my head because you don't see it.
Okay then. So one last thing. So whenever you take damage in combat, the easiest way to do it is to select your character token. And right here in this green bubble, you're going to click the bubble. And you're going to just subtract the damage that was dealt. So like say if I took 3 points of damage here, I click on my green bubble, and up here in this box here, I'm going to type -3 because that's how much damage I took. And it automatically does it. And if you can see my health bar, you can see that the bar went down. And of course, if you get healed, you can do plus however much you got healed. Please note, Roll20 does not take into account your maximum hit points when you are adding hit points or subtracting hit points. It will take you into overheal and negative hit points. It doesn't care. So keep in mind your maximum hit points when you're healing.
Right.
Like I can literally hit plus 50 here. And I now have 62 out of 12 hit points.
No, he just went Super Saiyan.
You're just for saying. Become immune to bullets.
Alright. Any questions
That's
regarding
all the
anything
health.
here? Regarding your tokens, your character sheet, any scenarios you want to run by me to see if they'd be possible?
So let's say that.
Ant, you already know the answer.
God damn it.
Well, hold on. Is it?
I already knew the answer to the question that you were answering earlier, and you didn't. You said just in case other
You
people don't
Larissa.
know.
Yeah, but Ant's going to ask something stupid.
So
Fuck
maybe
you.
I want to know what his question is.
Very well, fine. Ant,
All right. So
Now the spotlight's on.
let's say, right? The party goes down, and low wisdom character is the only one up. How are we saving the rest of the party?
that is up to you.
So, like, let's say I just want to scare them back into their soul, into their bodies. That intimidation check, or
How do you scare someone's soul back into their body, sir?
exactly, like,
You're going
like,
to
I swear to
intimidate
God,
a dying
if you don't
person
wake
into
your
living.
ass up right now, I swear, when I die, I'll be the punishment that hell was giving you.
I'm just picturing him like standing over a dead body of like one of our friends, and he's just sitting there like nightmare.
That was a stupid question. It's a genuine question. That's a genuine question.
Well, my advice is if you're the surviving party member, run away.
Way.
You pick up as many bodies as you can carry and you run away.
Not the Joestar secret technique.
Jojo, why did you write I am Apple?
That says I am Apple.
Yes,
Oh,
that's unless I'm reading it wrong. That says Watashi wa Ringo ga. No, Ringo.
You all mean talking.
I don't know. Perhaps I'm reading it wrong. I might be reading it wrong. I'm pretty sure it says I am Apple. Where did you copy that from?
Google Translate.
What were you trying to translate it to?
So run away.
Run away.
Nigerandayo.
Yeah, I'm mistranslating. My bad.
It might also just. Oh no, it is the.
No,
It is the right.
I'm just
it is the right
mistranslating.
language for it.
There's a lot of characters in Japanese to try to remember.
Yeah, that's why I'm not learning Japanese. Sorry, it's a great sounding language. I just cannot.
Do I press enter and risk Drew's video getting taken down?
Oh please, you act like I'm
No.
getting monetized for this shit.
Or do I keep
Hold on.
this a secret forever?
Say it. Because if it contains the word I think you're using, you've said it in other videos, and those videos haven't been taken down.
Oh god. Nope, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that 2 words right there.
What words?
Negro, they're normal
Anyway.
words.
Does anyone else have any possible scenarios they want to run by?
No, just a deep level of discipline.
I have one just to jog Drew's memory.
Oh.
So let's say we're in combat, right?
Uh-huh.
And I take damage.
Uh-huh.
and that damage brings me to 0 hit points. And then there's enough damage left over equal to or greater than my maximum hit points. Does anything special happen?
Yes. You die. Instantly. No
Yes.
death saves. No death saves, just instant death.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Fantastic.
However, the odds of that happening are slim to none.
Oh, please, you underestimate how badly I can get hurt in a game.
Drew,
I-
do you
I must-
not remember who I am?
I must attest, when I ran this, a player died to massive damage.
Yeah, but that's when you ran it. Now I'm running it.
This man really said, yeah, but I'm built different. You're built stupid.
No, the player was built different.
He's
I built myself out of E20s.
See, that's the thing.
Eh?
This is the funniest part about this. Drew is treating you like children of God. Like, he's treating all of you like children and, like, you know, really nice. Like how Gordon Ramsay treats children. Like, oh, you're gonna do great. Meanwhile, y'all see how he's treating me. You shut the fuck up. You sit down. I hate you.
Yeah, but you see, I've been playing D&D with you for 2.5 years, sir. I know the shit you get into.
Something, talk shit, get hit.
Essentially, yes.
I've got a counter for how many times I'm supposed to hit Ant. It's at 29.
It was a 30, but then he fucked up.
At least you got
Anyway.
it down by 1.
I got it down by 1. Got it down by like 20,
So-
actually. It was at like 40, but, you know,
Yeah,
I'm vibe.
So
I've just forgotten the count a few times because I'm not like writing it down anywhere.
Gotcha.
if there are no further questions regarding your character sheets, tokens, or actions you can or possibly will take, then
True.
yes.
So, this is actually a question for them. So,
Okay.
my rage says I can activate it as a bonus action. What is a bonus action?
Yes, thank you. Something I forgot to bring up. So during your turn, you technically have 3 separate actions. Your full action, a bonus action, and a reaction. So your main action, or full action, is your attack, disengage, blah blah, whatever. A bonus action can only be used if you have a specific spell or skill that specifically says it takes a bonus action. A bonus action is not your full action, and you can take both a bonus action and a full action on the same turn. You can also use a reaction to somebody else's action. So you can use your reaction to, say, attack an enemy that's leaving your attack range. Also, if you have any spells or abilities that specifically say they use a reaction to trigger, you can do that as well.
You can hold an action.
Or you can hold an
and use it
action to
as
use
a
that.
reaction.
Yes. Let's go over holding actions, shall we?
Oh boy.
So, if you choose to hold an action, I will ask you what the trigger is for that action. So, like, say, if you say you want to hold the attack action, I'll say, okay, what are you holding it for? You say something along the lines of, well, I'm waiting for the enemy to come to me. At which point, if the enemy chooses to come to you, the instant they come within attack range, or the instant they fulfill those conditions, you can immediately take your reaction to utilize your held action.
I need to continue role playing the DVD logo.
What?
He's moving his token around like the DVD logo.
Ah. Anyway. I lost my train of thought. If you have a spell and you want to use your action to if you want to use your action to hold a spell as an action, no matter what, you lose the spell slot. Whether the conditions of your held action are met or not, you lose the spell slot. Just keep that in mind whenever you choose to hold actions.
Do they reset?
Does what reset?
Their slots?
Yes,
Slots.
so you regain all of your spell slots and hit points at the end of a long rest. A long rest is 8 hours of uninterrupted. What is the technical
It's
definition of a long rest?
Doing no more than light activity.
Doing no more than light activity for 8 hours.
It's usually spent sleeping.
Yeah, it's
like a
issue. Yeah.
Unless
So-
you're built different like the elves.
Unless you're built
In which
different like the
case-
elves. Because
Well,
elves
just
don't
'cause
need to sleep.
Just because an elf can do a long rest in 4 hours, but that's an exception.
That'll be helpful.
Okay. You can also take short rests, which are about an hour of
Those
nothing
use your
but
hit
light
die.
activity, and you can choose to roll your hit dice to regain hit points during that time. But from my experience, players don't typically take short rests
Unless
So-
absolutely necessary.
unless absolutely necessary.
Something I will also
like-
bring up, which is relevant to the party: a warlock also regains their spell
Yeah.
slots on a short rest.
Yes, thank you.
Warlocks regain their spell spots on a short rest.
Yes.
Yes, short rest or long rest for either one.
Dope.
Yeah.
You get your-
That's
you get a-
that's
you
what
get
makes
a-
warlocks built different than other spellcasters, is that they don't get as many spell slots per se, but they get to re-up on their spell slots way quicker than other spellcasters.
Fantabulous.
Okay. So if there's nothing else from anyone,
I think one more thing.
One more thing?
What determines how far I can move on a turn?
yes, thank you.
And how
So-
do I know how far I'm moving?
Okay, guys, kindly stop drawing. It is very distracting.
You sound like my math teacher.
I like my back.
I am
your math
teacher. What do you think D&D is?
It's a giant math game. Oh no! I gotta
So-
away from the math game. The math.
My
So-
worst fear.
Fellas, calm down. So on your character sheet, up at the top of the sheet, you'll notice a speed. Now, I'm guessing for most of you, this speed number is at 30. That is how many feet you can move on your turn. So when moving your character, if you select your character and drag him around, yeah, again, you move your character by doing that, as most of you have figured out by now. However, if you hold your character and then right click, it will measure how far you're moving. And if you right click again while still holding onto your character sheet, it will put a bullet point there so that you have a new point of origin. And it will continue counting. So you can see exactly how far you're going. And this now reminds me, I might ask you to roll dice that aren't on your character sheet. In order to do this, you can just come down here in the little chat box. You're going to type /roll followed by whatever I tell you to roll. So, like, say if I told you to roll 2d6, just slash roll 2d6, and it rolls the dice. Feel free to play with that as you will. You can also use the measuring tool, which is this right here, to measure the distance between yourself and your target for spells and such.
There's a light in the distance. I see it coming closer.
That's the most average roll you could have. What the heck?
All right, here I go doing veteran D&D player shit.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What are you doing?
There's not a space between the D, right? Between the
No.
number and D.
There is
Nope.
not.
Oh,
God.
you rolled 2 net 100, 2 net 1s, 3 net 100.
10,000 100s.
10,000? Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's what we call abusive.
Yeah,
Roll for wild magic.
A little bit.
you want to know wild magic? I got turned into a sheep at one point.
His
A
character
sheep
doesn't
that
even
was
use magic.
invulnerable to all types of damage at some point.
So yeah, feel free to play around with that. I don't think there's anything else. If y'all have any questions about anything anytime this week, you can shoot me a message. I'll do my best to answer. You can also message Jojo. Jojo is a lot more technical in this game than I am. And
what you refer to as a massive nerd.
actually, he is what we refer to as a rules lawyer.
And I am only here for you when we are playing the game. Do not reach out to me ever. No, I'm kidding.
I do not want to see you.
You can ask Ann questions. You might get redirected, but you can ask him
you
questions.
most definitely will get redirected. I will not lie to you. If it's something that I definitely don't know, I'm gonna be like, ask JoJo, because that motherfucker definitely knows.
Oh, that luck was actually horrible.
Alrighty.
Right. One last.
Out of 8, you only succeeded on 2.
Alrighty. And yeah, if there's nothing else, I will end the recording here. And let's see. Yep.